Paisan, eh? Buongiorno, buongiorno. Hey, all right, let's look at the Mafia, the Old Country. This is the new gameplay demo. So let's dive right into it. It's 18 minutes. I'll be giving my commentary while we're watching. Okay, so it'll be like watching a DVD Blu-ray commentary. All right, so without any further ado, let's go. I hope there's not too many commercials while I'm watching this.
Where have you been?
Nowhere. Been busy.
I like it, dude. It looks like Sicily. It looks like Sicily. and it look. At least you got NPCs to interact with. At least you have. Can't talk. Oh God. It must be the mind's eye. Look, at least it's not an empty world. Like Death Stranding. At least you got something to do here. You can drive a car. There's the villagers you can talk to. Why is this video so heavily cut? What's going on here? Hold on, there's a hot chick over here. Hold
Who
on.
are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
Hey, at least they have chicks. They have hot chicks, bro. They have Sicilian hot Italian women. So at least you got something.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Teach them a lesson.
remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. They
I like
saw
it,
an
dude.
Opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
They're doing they're getting sworn in.
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
He died for my father, for his honor. I won't let you do the same.
We have a traitor.
It stays between me and you.
Miss family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
That's right.
And who are you, Enzo?
MAFIA The Old Country is an origin story for the MAFIA universe, and as such, it's both a step forward and a return to the fundamentals of the franchise. It's a premium experience of a vein of early MAFIA games, with a linear narrative set against the stunning, authentic backdrop of 1900 Sicily. Painstakingly created with the utmost authenticity and detail using Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, Unreal Engine 5, man. Say no more. Say no more. Look, I already like what I'm seeing here. I like the story. I like the characters. I like that it's a open world, like a Sicily open world. There's villages, there's NPCs in these villages you can talk to. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that I see that I already like.
The first step for us was to make sure that we were nailing all of the things that players expect from a Mafia game. The quality of its storytelling, how immersive it is, how authentic it is. Previous Mafia games have been set in big American cities. We've taken the action and we've put our story in rural Sicily, in the place where the Mafia began.
It feels really unique and different, but yet really familiar. Players are really going to enjoy that aspect of it.
Deep in the North Sea.
Oh, come on. No.
Sunlight's reach.
Oh, these commercials, man. Come on.
the legends say.
Enzo grows up in a sulfur mine. He's one of a bunch of children that are sold to the mine owners at this point in history in Sicily. Their life expectancy is short and they're essentially seen as disposable.
Enzo turns to crime as a means to make something of himself. The odds are stacked against him. So what does he do? He sees an opportunity for himself to gain some status, to gain some respect.
The high stakes of the Mafia life present opportunities for us as storytellers to take players and put players through the ringer, really, in terms of what happens to the character, what happens to them in the game.
So Enzo becomes the made guy. He has to prove himself that he can be trusted. He has to prove himself, and in the beginning he's proving himself, and then he becomes accepted as part of the La Cosa Nostra.
You again. What makes a really compelling gameplay experience is the mix of the high-intensity combat, cover play, cover shooting, set by these beautiful cinematics that
Nice.
make what you do in the combat so much more meaningful because you're fighting something you really believe in.
Authenticity and immersion are key. And so we wanted to take that philosophy from the storytelling and make sure that it was consistent in the gameplay.
Guns, and we wanted the combat to feel like there was a scarcity of resources, so you have to.
I'm not going to lie, it does remind me a little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2, but in a good way. Look, everything that I'm seeing so far about the Mafia The Old Country, I like it. I like the story. I like the setting in Sicily. That's where the whole La Cosa Nostra started. Everything here that I'm seeing right now, it's making me very happy.
To be more tactical in the way that you approach combat. The knife has been an integral part of gameplay. It's a part of Sicilian culture.
It's about the characters, it's about the music, it's about the story, it's about the setting, it's about the vistas, it's about the vehicles, it's everything.
The characters' relationships with each other, the way they behave.
And that's what makes the game a great game. All of these elements, the gameplay, the characters, the world you're in, so it doesn't feel like empty. Unlike Death Stranding 2, walking around in an empty world. This is what we want in video games. This is what you expect from a video game. And thank God that, it's a 2K Interactive. 2K Interactive, actually. It's under the Rockstar umbrella, So they know how to look, man. These guys, they've been working on Mafia games for a long time. They know how to make these Mafia games, and I think it was a great decision for them to go back to where it all started in Sicily.
He's very much influenced by that setting and that cultural difference. It's particularly.
Actually, it is. Rockstar is under 2K Games umbrella. So is NBA, Borderlands, and of course the PGA Tour.
Suited to the Sicilian setting.
We've really been able to push the boat out in terms of sort of the real tiny details on everything.
One of the big ones for me is metahuman. You have characters that have really lifelike expressions, micro details. Many times when I'm watching the game, especially on a big screen in 4K, I start to forget that they're characters rendered in an engine. They just look like real characters in a movie. I think that's the level of immersion that we want, and it allows people, I think, to really suspend their disbelief and go along for the ride.
Enzo is beautifully rendered in the game, and I think he's one of the most compelling game characters we've seen for a long time.
The thing I'm most excited about from MAFIA The Old Country is finally getting the game in players' hands.
The story pulls you through really quickly, and at the end, it takes your breath away, and it's one that you're not going to want to spoil for your friends.
The visuals and the storytelling are absolutely next level.
Our setting's completely distinctive. Our story's completely unique. This is a game that you haven't played before. The best crime stories have unforgettable twists, and this game's no exception.
There goes Enzo.
Come forward.
This is where he becomes the he's Omerta. He has sworn in on the Omerta. He's gonna become one of them. Omerta. He'll become La Cosa Nostra.
are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You are here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To be
And this is so true, actually. I think Michael Francis talked about this. When you take this oath, omerta oath, and you're really not supposed to talk about it to anybody. It's a secrecy. You know, this thing of ours, like, you don't talk about it. And that's how originally it's supposed to be. You know, and I think that's what they're showing here in Sicily, where the whole La Cosa Nostra secrecy movement became. Now it's spilled over to New York, Chicago, and other places, right? But the problem is, once it's spilled over to America, you know, it lost this momentum, you know, because people couldn't, you know, live up to that promise of, you don't talk to nobody about this. You don't mention it. It's a secrecy. And if you betray us, that's it. You're done. So, and even Michael Francis actually confirmed on this. That's how. That's the rule of La Cosa Nostra. You don't talk about this thing of ours. So I see. I already like this. It's so authentic. I'm really curious to see what Michael Francis will have to say about this game when it comes out, like what his initial thoughts are about the Mafia The Old Country.
betray one is to betray all.
Exactly. To betray one is to betray all.
Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes. I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me. To become a man of honor, repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
And we'll see how far can he go with that oath. Oh, come on. No, not these commercials. Oh, my God. Commercials on YouTube. Oh, my God.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words.
Everything I'm seeing about this game right now, I like it.
This is a family.
The combat, the story, the setting in Sicily, Italy, the characters, everything. This is where I can say, hey, money well spent.
Welcome, Enzo. Honor, obedience. They set the man apart from the rest. You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close?
Of course, don't worry.
Some John Wick shit right there. I like everything about it. Everything I'm seeing here, the combat, the gameplay. This is where I could easily say, I don't mind pre-ordering this. I don't mind buying this.
You again.
Follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family? It's a brotherhood. Treachery.
And interactive environments encourage players to think tactically in how they approach each confrontation. Set primarily in the fictional town of San Celeste, previously seen in Mafia 2, the game's world is brought to life with horseback travel through rugged countryside and the handling of early 20th century vehicles.
I like everything about this. You can ride on a horseback, plus the early 20th century vehicles. Really looking forward to this, man. Looking for the Mafia The Old Country. There's everything in this game that makes me want to play it. And there's everything in this game that I'm seeing that I already know I will enjoy it. Because there's so much to do here. Not to mention a very intriguing story, intriguing gameplay, the combat system that's included with this game. It's really unique. Hand-to-hand combat, right? The gun combat and all of that stuff, fighting combat. So the choices you make, right, will probably have different consequences throughout in this game. I mean, there's so much here that everything that I'm seeing that it really gets me excited. You know, and it's Unreal Engine 5. It'll look beautiful. So this is what type of games I want to play. Not some, open world, empty open world like Death Stranding 2, where you're just delivering packages. There's nothing happening. This is the type of game where I could see myself investing time. To me, this is not boring. How could you be bored? There's always something going on. There's always something you're doing. And there's a story that keeps you going. Now you're part of the Mafia, right? You're the Enzo. You see Enzo as a young man moving up, becoming a part of the La Cosa Nostra. And then as he becomes the part of La Cosa Nostra, one of them, how does he go in through life, keeping the secrets, He finds a love. He finds a woman he likes. He marries her. He has kids with her. How do you keep all those secrets, right? And how's that going to affect his life as he grows older and older and older? How does he going to, at the end, how's he going to end up? Is he going to be able to keep it all together, or is he going to fall down like Scarface? So that's what interests me. These are the types of games that interest me. These are the types of games I want to play. So that's why I'm excited for this one. Honestly, it's one of the main reasons why I really want to play this game. Like I said, the graphics are just stunning. Sorry, my internet is not working properly.
My friends, my family.
All right, so I think we've seen enough. Did we?
He died for my father, for his honor. I won't let you do the same.
We have a traitor.
It stays between me and you.
Miss family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
MAFIA The Old Country is an origin story.
Who am I? I'm Enzo. Enzo. La Cosa Nostra. La Mafia. In Sicily. No, I mean, this is great, guys. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I can't wait to play it. It comes out actually a month from now, in August. Early August, I believe, August 4th. Which is 1 month away. I can't wait to play it. So yeah, I'm excited for this, because the stuff that I have seen here so far, it's already getting me excited, because I already see what I can expect this to be once I get my hands on it to play it. This will be the game that I will most certainly purchase, and most certainly I will play it and make videos about it, live stream it for sure. And I'm pretty sure it will be good. I mean, based on what I have seen here, how it can fail? How can it fail? Based on what I have seen here, it has everything. It has the story, the characters, the open world. It has all of the elements needed for greatness, and it's backed up and published by 2K Interactive, the Grand Theft Auto umbrella. So yeah, I am looking forward to this one. I certainly am. So that's my impression so far. Well, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for this? What are your thoughts on it? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Thank you for watching.